Welcome to the RC Community Sticker Project, brought to you by Fast Freddy RC. In today's video, we're doing a shout-out to RC Birds. Great guy, awesome projects, mein Freund. So for step 31, the wheels. Well, the only real thing that you'll need to watch out for is that there is a left and a right wheel, because the direction of the wheel is different depending on which direction. So you see how it's narrow in the center and kind of looks like it's going this way? Well, this one, you can see on the back side, I think maybe you can, right there at the top where my thumb is, there is an R on there. I wonder if I can get that. There we go, right there. There's an R. That means this is a right wheel. So this is going to fit on the right side of the truck. So you have to make sure that you place these wheels correctly in order for this to work. Now, I've already gone ahead and done most of these just because. So you can see here, this is a right wheel. This one over here is a left wheel. So the direction of those spokes are different depending on what side of the vehicle. So that's one thing to make note of. And just make note too is they're showing the tires going in the same direction, but they're showing you putting these into the tires a different way. So if this was a left one, we're putting it this way. If this was a right, you need to flip it over. I tend to do it the other way, where I'll just do the two lefts and then flip the tires around and put them in that way. Either way, it doesn't matter. Now it does show here, do not cement. Now I think that's interesting because in most four-wheel drive kits, they want you to cement the tires to the wheels. So I'm not sure why that is. That being said, I never do this unless I absolutely have to. Now the funny thing is, on my Blackfoot, back in the day, eventually this was so loose that the wheels would spin inside the tires, and then I had to glue it. So I'm not quite sure why they're telling you don't cement them at all. So that's interesting. Anyways, I'm going to put one of the wheels together on camera, but the others are already done, and then we can move on to the next step. So again, just make sure you pay attention to direction. So this has a letter R on it, if you can see that, an R meaning right. So this is a right-sided tire. Here's where our tire, the tread is this way, not that way. So this is forward. So if this is forward and this is going to be a right tire, then we know that that needs to go in at this direction. Now these are pretty much Blackfoot tires, and Blackfoot tires as a whole were always very easy to put together. I love doing it. So we just have to pull the tire over the edge so it will catch. So there we go, there's one side. And then on this side, we just got to push it down, in and around, so that it catches on the other side, and voila. So there is a right tire. So there's our two rights, and there's our two lefts. So we have got all of our wheels and tires ready to go. So that's it. That is step 31. So now we're going to move on to step 32, and we're going to attach the wheels. But before we do that, we're going to put on the body mount post support system. Now I'm not sure why they do this, because 33 is identical and you're back to working on the posts. And to my mind, before we've got this in the air and it's kind of bouncy with the wheels, right now while the chassis doesn't have tires on it, it would be easier to put this on right away. So I'm going to blend these two steps, because I'm going to put this one on and then I'm going to put that one on, and then we'll put the tires on. It's a weird way of doing it, because I think it makes way more sense to put that on before we start messing about with the tires. Anyways, I'll pull the pieces together and we'll start working on step 32.